lights, camera, action games. We're talking about our favorite video game movies. Or movie games. Game movies.
Yeah, we're gonna try and come up with some better ones, too, because...
There's
did you guys
a lot
see,
of bad ones.
Did you see Mortal Kombat? Welcome back to Infinite Grenade Launcher, here on Hollywood Redux. I am your host, Josie.
I'm Justin. The power comes from your fingers, is what I've learned. Is when she does that. It's like you introduce it.
I don't even notice I'm doing it. It just comes naturally.
It's like a emerald. Bam!
Jazz hands.
Oh, I'm just trying to avoid the awkward question of, where the hell is Kyle? This is the third week in a row he hasn't shown up. And I'm about to have a stern conversation with this man.
I don't know. I forgot he was gone.
Do you know his whereabouts? If you know where Kyle is, tell me, please. I don't know. Call me. She doesn't even care. Listen, last month they had an Uncharted fan film. You do care. She cares. An Uncharted fan film came out with Nathan Fillion.
That I care about.
Fillion.
Captain Tight Pants.
Ooh, hey, sexy. It was something that people have been asking for a long time. Everyone always said, like, why can't Nathan Fillion do it? Why can't he do most things? Why can't Nathan Fillion fix my fence or do my laundry? Or, you know, like, he's a sexy
Going
man,
hard.
You know? The point being, he was finally Nathan Drake in an Uncharted fan film. Yeah, it's hard to say fan film because there were so many, like, professional people.
Yeah, it was a legit production. It looked great. It was pretty much exactly what everyone's been asking for.
It seems like a pilot more than a fan film, kind of. You know what I mean? It kind of seems like they're like,
it also brings
hey,
to
you guys
mind,
like it a lot, you know?
Yeah, like how several movies have basically gotten their start because some test footage got leaked or
the new Deadpool
created, like the Deadpool thing, or
mm-hmm.
like how with Sin City they filmed that first scene and used that to shop the movie. So
it's all subversion. You got to trick people into doing things you want them to do. You can't just say, "I have a great idea." That doesn't work anymore. Yeah. You have to trick them into it.
Yes.
So, big thing right now. Have you heard about this for the past 30 years? They've been making movies about games.
Yes.
Starting with one of my favorites. I think it was kind of like the first movie v game, Super Mario Brothers.
Oh my God.
John Leguizamo.
It's
Bob
so
Hopkins.
campy.
Bob Hopkins? Hoskins. Bob Hoskins.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Classic treasure.
Yes.
Dennis Hopper's in there as King Koopa.
I forgot about that.
That's what I'm saying. They took some broad strokes with this film. Super Mario Brothers was crazy.
Yes. It was... love it or hate it, it was definitely
and most people hate
a good effort. Like they tried to go in a different direction.
Apparently, there is like a really crazy script of that movie that's even weirder than what made it to screen. Or
okay. I'm gonna have to find that because what did make it to screen?
Because there's no Mushroom Kingdom. I mean, like the Mushroom Kingdom is this like dark, gritty sewer world. You know. I guess that's what they thought people wanted to see. They're like, what do people really like about Super Mario Brothers? They're like, fireballs, Yoshi, screw all that.
That's
Get all that out of here.
The problem with video game movies, though. It's like like movie people can't quite wrap their heads around what makes video games so compelling. Yeah. Like with the Tomb Raider movie.
Even when you would think it was like really simple like that. Like Tomb Raider seems like it'd be pretty simple. It's like Indiana Jones, but she's like more desperate, out in the wild. You know? How do you screw that up? You know, you have plenty of material to go off of. She has a nice mansion. She's kind of like Indiana Jones. She's a little more affluent. So yeah, Tomb Raider did not light the world on fire, I would say. But a lot of potential. Yeah. And that's the thing, like some of the worst movies of all time considered are video game adaptations at this point.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even talking
impossible.
Like the Dungeon Gate, or what was it, in the Siege of the King? There was that one
that was bad.
There was that whole spree of Uwe Boll movies where he was making like not even those. I'm saying like those are trash movies.
Yeah.
But then you have Street Fighter with Raul Julia's like last performance, which is like a travesty. You have the Mortal Kombat movie.
The Mortal Kombat movie is on another level of like just.
I remember I went with my dad. He let me cut school to see the Mortal Kombat movie with him. I must have been in like kindergarten because it's like 1994. I held my pee the whole movie. And before the very end of the movie, I ran out and I came back by the end of the movie. So I never knew what happened. Rented it from Blockbuster, fell asleep. Rented it again from Blockbuster. And do you know how disappointed I was to realize that all he did was like the little one move at the end?
Actually.
In my head, I was like, this must be the craziest thing ever.
You built it up, and
I
it
learned
just
to never
let you down.
That's also the reason that I didn't realize that Simba is a murderer in Lion King, because I fell asleep during it.
Okay, so...
Point being, if there was a video game
what's the
movie... I'm not sure if there was one.
The point is
If
video
there was
game
a video
movies.
game movie that caught
Yes.
your eye, what would you like to see announced tomorrow that you would be like, that I'm very interested in that?
I mean, honestly, the one that keeps getting brought up in conversations I have with other gamers would be BioShock.
Okay. Which was announced. That was part of their whole, like, we're making a Halo movie that never came out. We're making a BioShock movie. BioShock was supposed to be directed by Gore Verbinski, who is the shepherd herald of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Could you imagine that kind of set design on a BioShock movie?
I think they could have done it, because BioShock is so cinematic.
You could have found something weird for Johnny Depp to do in that, right? You could have been some creepy dude.
Can we not?
Don't find anything to... Let him... Just let...
Let's just not find Johnny Depp.
We're talking about, because I'm watching Fear and Loathing. If you watch the Doobie feature, we're talking about Fear and Loathing, and we were talking about how Johnny Depp should be in an escape room. And really, if you're Johnny Depp, every room is an escape room, because he's just so drunk all the time. You're just like, where's the door? I don't know. I'm weird and creepy. So, speaking of Johnny Depp, though, a game that I want to see turned into a movie that kind of like people say like, well, that's kind of the version of it, but there's a lot more potential. The Monkey Island series from LucasArts.
Okay, that's brilliant.
Escape from Monkey Island,
that.
Monkey Island 2, anything with Guybrush Threepwood would be hilarious. Could you imagine like Will Arnett as Guybrush Threepwood, like running through? Very funny.
Call us, Warner Brothers.
Very funny. Or Netflix.
Or Netflix.
Because that's the whole thing too now.
Anybody.
It's not about the movies, it's about series. And apparently Halo's not going to be a movie, it's going to be a series on Showtime.
Okay.
Is what they tell me. I don't know, but I don't want to see that. I don't want to see, like, I wouldn't want to see maybe like a BioShock series, because I think BioShock is a really good,
movie,
cinematic thing. But like Wolfenstein, like we were talking about, like, you have Inglourious Basterds, is like the movie version of Wolfenstein. But would it be cool to see like a series?
I think it would.
Having that occult stuff slowly like start creeping out.
Well, plus, like, my husband and I, we bought the new Wolfenstein game.
New Colossus?
Yeah, and he's been playing through, and I've just been sitting there, like, half the time I do need popcorn. Like, it's really cool. It's great.
I get very visceral experience. Yeah, absolutely. We were saying maybe earlier, we were talking about Skyrim.
I would want to see something in that
universe. I played
universe.
Skyrim so long.
Yeah.
Like, I played it for 60 hours, but I still wouldn't want to see a 60-hour series about Skyrim, I want to see, like, the perfect playthrough.
Yes, like one really good story, that kind of drew in like the most compelling
elements. They don't all have to be the Archmage of Winterhold,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Just whatever you want to do, but it could turn out like the Warcraft movie, which is, Duncan Jones did some cool stuff there.
I wanted it to work so bad.
Listen, if the Jim Henson Company produced World of Warcraft, I think it would be amazing. But instead, you're relying on these CGI,
that would have been great
performances to carry a lot of it.
Oh my god, a practical like Warcraft movie?
Please, in our dreams. The other thing that we were talking about series, remember, I think this was like a big like meme thing. I don't know if this was actually announced, but they were talking about trying to put a Zelda series on Netflix.
Ooh.
Which
that's a shut up and take my money.
I feel like that was one of those things that people like were trying to make happen. So they were like,
Yeah.
hey, like this is a really good idea, like a viral campaign, but I don't think it actually panned out. I hope
That's
it does.
amazing though. Like, how could you not make a Zelda series?
That'd be
I feel
cool.
like that's a no-brainer. There's so much nostalgia for
Do
that
like
series.
a Terrence Malick directed Zelda movie.
I'm in.
It'd be beautiful.
Do it.
What do you want to see, guys? Let us know. I don't know. I'm kind of out of ideas here. We were talking about Bayonetta. Like, Bayonetta that's something you want to see in a movie. You want to see some action, cool parts. You want to see like just give me 90 minutes of her like running up the side of a monster in heels. Like that'd be dope.
Yeah. You do like the other side of the spectrum. Do like a Devil May Cry movie.
Yeah, listen.
just constantly just blowing stuff up, hack and slash.
They haven't.
Total violence. It'd be great.
It's like we were talking about last week with superheroes. Every video game should be able to be a movie. Everything, if it's an action game or something like that, it should be able to do it. Why is the translation so hard?
I don't know. It's just...
I think there's maybe something lost between the interactivity and watching something happen, because you want to have a cohesive cinematic experience and you don't want to have... It's just something's lost in the translation there.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, the Hollywood people don't probably play the games anyway. Like
this is true.
The people who greenlit Tomb Raider, I guarantee, did not play Shadow of the Tomb Raider to completion.
Agreed.
Or Rise of the Tomb Raider. I think Shadow of the Tomb Raider is just coming out this winter, so check it out.
But there's something, I think you're onto something, because it's as if
It's like
the
active
movie
versus
people,
passive.
yeah, it's as if they feel like, okay, so the interactive part's gone, so we got to do something else to make this compelling. They don't realize that there is a complete story there, even if you're not pressing the buttons.
But maybe that interactivity is what drives the connection to those characters. And but if you don't play it, you don't experience it, you wouldn't know. You know?
Maybe.
Hollywood,
I don't know.
get it together, guys. Come on. Really, we want we want to just see cool.
That movie is out there.
Because like,
it's
look,
out there.
You have Rampage that just came out last year. I am the target audience of Rampage. The fact that I played the game. I love The Rock, and I still did not want to see this like homogeneous, city destroying, all the monsters are brown movie. You know, like I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't. It didn't.
Everything in that movie is tan. You know, even The Rock.
We're not here to talk about color correction.
Even Dwayne in that movie. But the point being, if there was a perfect avenue, you would think it would be Rampage.
That's true. So if you can't get it right with Rampage and The Rock, then maybe
all hope is lost. I don't know. I'm sticking to the series. I like the series idea. We'll see a Halo series.
Okay.
Get some other series in there. Day of the Tentacle.
Hey, if I could give Warcraft a shot, I'll give all these things a shot. Like, just keep
HBO.
trying.
You need something after Game of Thrones. Give us a Warcraft series. Come on.
Figure something out.
A lot of people still playing.
Yeah.
From everyone at Hollywood Redux, I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm Justin. Check me out, Just Gentile, Justin_Gentile. I'm even in some other stuff. Check it out. I'm like a wrestler voice guy.
It's true.
It's cool.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm Josie. You can see all my info in the description there. Yeah.
See you next time.